What's up, everybody? Brett Mix here. I'm doing a quick video on the 2024 Hall of Fame. I'll give you guys my picks in just a second, but first, I'd talk about two changes I'd make to the Hall of Fame. I'd make it an actual place, a physical location. I know that that's obvious, but Dr. Martha Hart talked about on Dark Side of the Ring how ridiculous it is for them not to have an actual Hall of Fame, and it's true. Triple H loves the history of wrestling auditorium, all the old equipment of the past. I think with his administration in charge, he should get a Hall of Fame, an actual wing, an actual plaques on the wall, an actual place. Have it in Stamford, Connecticut, or New York City. Put it somewhere, and have a place that fans can visit. I think it's a great idea. And the second thing is I'd stop calling people multiple-time Hall of Famers because it devalues the people that are in one time, like Hulk Hogan and Austin and Bruno. Those guys are one-time Hall of Famers. So if they induct X-Pac, for instance, he'll be a three-time Hall of Famer. That doesn't sound right. It's hard enough to convince people about pro wrestling and Hall of Fame. Imagine calling someone a three-time Hall of Famer. Plus, it, like I say, it devalues the guys that are in only once. So I'm not saying don't induct celebrities or tandems or factions, stables. Don't not induct people as themselves. Like Triple H and China both haven't gone in individually yet. So I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just saying don't call people multiple-time Hall of Famers because it just devalues the people that are in once. So these are my 2024 predictions. Let me guys know what you guys think in the comments section below. I think Batista's in there. I think Slick for a manager. For a tag team, I'd say Demolition. For an upper mid-carder guy, Rick Martel. I say Bray Wyatt. And I say Liz or Chyna for the female. And I say Regis Philbin for celebrity. So that's, again, Batista, Regis, Slick, Liz or Chyna, Bray Wyatt, Demolition, and Rick the Model Martel. So those are my names for the 2024 class. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below on your names. Let me know who I forgot, if anyone. I also think Muhammad Ali should go in if he's not already. I think Ali might have recently gone in, actually. But if that would be my pick, if not for Regis. If Ali is not in, then I'd pick Ali. But if he is in, then I'd pick Regis. So that's the class I'd say for 2024. And is this Hall of Fame still run through Vince McMahon somewhat? You got to think, as heinous and vile and unforgivable as McMahon's actions were, he's still Triple H's father-in-law. And if Vince was Oz, behind the curtain pulling the strings for all these years for the Hall of Fame, the guy behind it all, remember how you couldn't mention his name? Now you really can't mention his name. Before at the Hall of Fame, they'd always joke that you can't mention McMahon, but now you really can't mention McMahon. So you got to think, if it filtered through Vince, is it still filtered through Vince now that we have a new administration? He's still his father-in-law. He still has daughters with his daughter. He's still been his father-in-law for 2 decades. So there's going to be some unconditional love there. He didn't disown him because of all this, as far as I know. Maybe publicly and creatively he doesn't have any pull, Vince. But you got to wonder if it's still filtered through him. He still has his ear. He still might say, "Oh, I don't know about that guy." Or maybe you should think about this guy. Or, you know what I mean? It's not like Triple H is going to suddenly, oh, now I'm going to go induct Nails. You know how Nails and Vince had a falling out? So now Vince is not in control. It's just a joke that he'd go get guys that Vince hates. No, I think Vince is still going to be in his ear, unfortunately. As much as that sucks to hear, he's still his father-in-law, and he's still going to have his ear. Whether he listens to him or not, I don't know. I think Triple H can stand up for himself. He's a big boy. We'll see if he does, and we'll see what his picks are for the 2024 Hall of Fame. It's February the 11th, and we don't have a pick yet. That's a little bit late, so I thought I'd do a video on the predictions because usually we have a main eventer at least announced by now. And I got to wonder if because it's new administration in charge, maybe that's the reason we don't have one announced yet. We'll have to see. Anyway, those are my 2024 picks. Tell me your guys's in the comment section below. If you're new to my channel, hit like or subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Helps out the YouTube algorithm on my channel. And that's that. I'll see you guys for a Raw preview in my next video. I'm Brett Mix for the 2024 Hall of Fame predictions, and I'm out.